Hi, Dark. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. This is number 6 in the stream series, and we're working on regex breakfast. In case you haven't tuned in before, it's not a full stack. It's a Vue.js front-end application, and you can find it in my regex breakfast repo in my GitHub. So this is basically it, and this is the simple mock-up of what it looks like, but you can already see what it looks like in the user interface as well. Hi, Abriso, how are you? So this is what I have so far. This list of challenges basically to take you through learning regex. So you type regex in here, it matches it, you can hit enter, go to the next challenge. Although there are some things I need to fix, obviously, like this should clear in between challenges, so there's nothing in this box. And then the big thing I want to work on in this stream is matching subdomains. So I wrote some instructions here, and basically I want them to match subdomains, but not www here. So you can match these two subdomains. And I need it, so right now it will only work if you match, let's see. I need I think a capture group here. Nope, anyways, it'll only if you match everything. So I need it to work if you just match these two items. So I'll get into that in a second, but let me just do the easy win right now and get this to clear in between challenges. So I already have my Vue.js server running, and this is my list of challenges that you can find in the repo. So I'll close that. And then, so where am I handling this form logic? I think it's in my body component. Yeah, it has to be. So let me find that input. It's this input right here. So let's see. So this input, oh yeah, and then I'm checking. So if it goes to the next challenge, here if there's an error, this snack bar appears. So I think if I do, oh no, I forgot I still have that problem. So this error appears saying the answer is incorrect if you hit enter and it's not correct. But if it is correct, it's going to dispatch this navigate to challenge function, and then or action, and then it's going to say go to the next challenge. So before that, I want to go ahead and clear this component. Never unmounts in between challenges. No, I didn't. I'm not sure if Vuetify has that option. I might have to use a second library, like one that's made just for snack bars. Vuetify's snack bars seem pretty basic, but I could use, I think it was Vue Toaster I used last time, and it just gave me a multiple option out of the box. It might also be on Vuetify's roadmap if they don't have it already, because they've been adding a lot of cool things. Yeah, this is kind of an aside, but when I was looking in the Vuetify documentation, where is it? Oh, components. They have, well, lazy loading, but they have this, which is awesome, because I found this really hard to do before. But basically, you go to some modern web pages or web apps, and it loads a skeleton before it loads the actual content. Like it loads something like this where you can't see actual words and stuff. So I thought that was really cool that Vuetify gives you this out of the box now. Anyways, I need to clear that input. So all I have to do is clear user regex, and actually I need to clear user flags too. Make sure both inputs are clear. This dot user regex, equals just an empty string now. And then this dot user flags also equals an empty string. Yeah, so now it cleared. All right, and I also need to fix the bug where if I only match one letter, it still goes on to the next challenge. And I don't want that. I don't want to do that. I did change it, so if you look in challenges, I have two different properties here. So I have a string of the full text that will be displayed to the user, and then I have a string of the part of the text that I want the user to match. So in the beginning challenges, they're both the same, but in later challenges, I start getting into, like, I just want them to match the word maple, and then I get them to match the first word. I guess that should be Vermont. And then the last word, which is syrup. And then this time I want them to match it in two places so they can use the G or the global flag. Yeah, but it should match this whole word and not just one part. So I might just have to use some kind of equivalency. So let me find where that is. And that might tie into what I'm doing, because see how this challenge is an array, because I want them to match these two different distinct URLs in the string. So I might just go ahead and have to match the use the match method, which returns an array of what I've matched in this string, or what this part of this string, this regex, matches, basically. Oh yeah? I didn't know that video was up yet. I actually gave that talk at a meetup. When was it? Like 3 or 4 nights ago. And I changed a couple things, and then I'm going to give it again and do a couple more updates. But I'm liking the direction that it's going. It's almost like as soon as I perfect a talk, then it's time to make a new talk. So it's just this whole cycle. But there was definitely more interaction in the meetup talk that I gave. So I don't know if it's because it's in the evening, or I was also a little bit more comfortable, I think, at a local meetup. That's one of the things I'm working on, is interaction and being able to ask questions when I speak. So yeah, anyway, I need to match the regex. I'm not sure. Okay, so let me just start with the basic challenge. So here I don't want it to match if I just type in an O. So I need, oh wait, I need here. All right. Yeah, so I go to next challenge, and in next challenge, this is where I check with regex.test, and it comes back as true because an O is included in that. So I wonder, let me see how that would work with match. So match doesn't return, it's a string method, and it doesn't return true or false, it just returns what it matches. So let me just try it in the console first. I'll put oatmeal here as a regular expression. No, I'll put O here. And I'll make a string here that's oatmeal. And then, of course, if I do re.test the string, that will be true. And now let me try match. So this is a string method, so I'll have to do the string first. And then I'll do match with the regex here. And then it's just an O. So let me update the regex. Let me do regex2 equals, this time I'll say meal. And now I'll do, can you, yeah, that shows at the bottom of the screen. So let me do string.match regex2. Okay, that's actually what I want. And then if I do oatmeal, so I'll do string.match, and then I'll do oatmeal here. Okay, so I thought for some reason this would come in as different parts of the array. Tried searching for the object with map or filter. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Searching for the object? You mean for, because these are just strings, so I'm trying to match up the strings. But the issue is, like, I could type in any kind of regex here. So it could be a dot, but that's valid regex. A dot and a plus. So maybe you can clarify what you said there. So string.match oatmeal. Okay, so that's what I have to do here. So I'm going to have to change this around. So this dot store dot getter. So this current challenge, this to match, which is whatever string or actually array here, but I'm going to have to figure out how to match that. So to match, and actually I'm going to have to take this out of the if statement now. So I'll just put something there for now. Regex, so I'll get rid of that. This dot match, so match is the string method, which is this. And then later I'm going to have to use something to see if it matches arrays too. So to match regex, and then I'll just, I guess I'll log this out. Okay. Okay, so match that, and now Oh yeah, I need to match this. So it did match oatmeal. Okay, good. And now I'm going to go ahead and change all of these two matches into arrays actually. So that's going to make it easier for me, I think. So let me find and replace. So I'm going to say to match and then I guess I can use regex here, right? So I can say can I do that? Or is it and then comma at the end? It would almost be faster for me to just I'm just going to put arrays around instead of figuring that out. So to match, because I only have 11 challenges here. So yeah. Vermont. And I think, oh, I have one more. Oops. All right, so now I'm going to have to loop through these and make sure they match up with the string, I guess. All right. Yeah. So one way I could do this is to use a filter here, and if there's any left over unmatched, maybe that was what you were trying to talk about, or what you were trying to say, Ben, is that if I have any leftover unmatched strings, then it's false. Okay, cool. So to match. So to match is an array. So I'll do to match dot filter now. And I won't be able to do dot match anymore because that's a string method. So yeah, and I think filter does too, but with whatever's filtered out. So if it's an empty array, so here, let me do let unmatched equal. So then I can check unmatched because dot length. So if I think it'll return an empty array if nothing is matched. Hello, nobodies. I think I missed you last stream. I didn't see you in the chat. Filter, I think doesn't change the structure of the array. The structure. No, but it will, I think it does return an empty array if everything's unmatched, and then whatever I filter out, it will return. No, yeah, I'm just so used to having you in every single stream. String dot. So if I return the string, So the string needs to match up to, I still need to run .match. Okay, so actually I'm gonna have to run, I think, .match on the regex. And then if this returns a match to the string, then I should, no, if this doesn't return a match to the string, then I return the string. So, wait, let me do, I don't know how to do that in chat. I don't think I can yet. If you look at some of my other videos, I have like a PayPal and Patreon and stuff. But right now I'm mostly focused on growing my channel. And then I would love to just take sponsorships from companies I like. And that way I can just make all the free content I want and not have to, you know, ask for donations or anything. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So, okay, I'm going to call this matched. Return matched does not equal string. Or it'll be matched the first index. That seems kind of funky though. Okay, so let me back up and step through this. So I'm running through the array of the to match, which in most of the challenges is just one string. So that will be the string. And then I'm saying that that string, seeing if it matches the regex, and this will return oh, I don't have string defined anymore. Oh wait, so string.match with the regex oatmeal, I get oatmeal back in the array. So here I would expect, if it does match, to get oatmeal back. Or whatever string it is. So I would get that back, but it's in an array itself, so at the 0th index. And someone tell me if my logic is wrong. Hi Tony, how are you? But this should then equal the string, and if it doesn't equal the string, so in other words, if whatever comes out of string.match oatmeal doesn't equal this original string, then that should be returned into the unmatched array. And then if the unmatched array, oh, this is backwards. So this will result in true if anything is in the unmatched array. So I actually don't want that as true, because this is only if it completely matches. So if there's nothing in the unmatched array, I want this to run. And if there is something unmatched still, then I want this snack bar to pop up with an error, basically. So filter, oh, your English is great. That's cool. How's the programming scene in Russia? I'm not sure if I've met, or I guess I have. I've met some people from St. Petersburg at conferences. So I've met a couple Russian people around. Yeah. Okay, so I think that should work, right? Let me try that and see. Incorrect answer. Sweet. So now if I do, oh no, that was wrong too. So if I do this, sweet, that works. Awesome, thanks for your help. Okay. And then, awesome. Okay, let me see if it does work when there's more than one thing in the array. So, yeah, I know, this is exciting. So, now I have to do, what is it, like, or is this a capture group? Man, my regex is rusty. I've been wanting to make this app for so long. Oh, this is only matching this now. Let's see. If I match okay, so I'd have to match each thing individually. So this is better, but it doesn't match spaces. So actually, this dot function name oh nice. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to St. Petersburg. It seems like a very cool city. I almost got to go to Ukraine last year, and then I was just going to hop over to St. Petersburg. But now I'm thinking I might just take a train around Russia if I end up going and kind of see the whole thing. Although I think in landmass it's much bigger than the United States, so that I'm not sure how long that would take. Okay, so this is my cheating. I made this regex before the stream. So this should match here. It should match both of these actually. But let me just see when I click enter. Oh no. Okay, because it matched just one string. Let me go back. Are you using the for in? No, I'm just, if you're talking about here, I'm just using the filter. But I thought that this would, I guess this would basically, what am I saying? This should be a string. Wait. So for each of these, let me think. So for each of these strings in the array, it will filter. The regex needs to be matched to each of them. So I think that should work. Let me, with loops over an element, I don't think I'm using any other loops here. You mean to display it on the page? I'm just using the VHTML, and that's why this looks weird here. Because even though I have a line break inside here, it's just showing it as a space, basically. So I need to kind of get in here and see what it's doing. Maybe I'll put a debugger inside the function and see. All right. No, wait. Okay. So next challenge. This is actually, okay, that's that. Here. Current index is 9. So this is actually the old code. Let me try refreshing that. Showing the text. Element showing the text. You mean like, oh, where am I doing this? This is in the filter. So I'm wrapping the highlight in span. So you're saying here, or I guess here or in the component, I could wrap this in, I don't know, like div or some kind of block element, or p tag, I guess, inside this h1 or h2. Yeah, it would be easier if I wasn't doing it inside of here. If I wasn't, injecting it with the VHTML directive. Full text in array. I could do full text as an array too. And then it would just but then the filter function would be harder, I think. Although, let's see, although the filter, I guess I would just run this filter function for each item in the array then, because it would just be a string, so it would work the same way. And then I would do a v4 on this h2. Oh. So it's an array of objects. Yeah, challenges is but challenges, I'm using a getter in my store. Where's my getter? So it just returns the one current challenge. So just the object that I want. Yeah, I guess maybe I could do this in an array or even vcall. And then loop through. Yeah, maybe I'll do that because everything else is an array. But is that going to make it more complicated when I'm checking for? No, actually it won't. It won't make this any more complicated because I really don't care what's in full text when I'm matching. This is only for highlighting. So it's not going to make my code any more complicated, actually. So yeah, maybe I'll do an array. You should do, the loop should do the work for you. White space wait, there were so many messages. Yeah, I'm going to go with an array and see how it works. What's white space pre? Style equals white space pre. I don't even know what that does. Equals white space pre. Oh, that's easy. I didn't even know about that. Yeah, so take out those. I'll just leave it as it is then. Thank you. That just made life a lot easier. Yeah, I think that's why JavaScript's the #1 language, because it's like no matter what other language we work in or people work in, then JavaScript is always there, it seems. Especially in web development shops, like you go to a PHP shop or a Python shop or any kind of shop, but they have JavaScript too. So everyone kind of touches JavaScript. What was I doing? Oh yeah. So here I have to figure out why it's not matching. Okay. So I think I still have a debugger, so I wonder why. Oh yeah, I don't have this open. That's why. So let me go here and okay. So matched equals the string equals mysite.example.com regex so this .user regex. How come that's undefined? Why is all of this undefined here? Okay, so matched. So I do get my site as matched. And then let me mysite.example.com. Oh, okay. And that matches mysite.example.com. Okay, so that works. And then it goes back through and it matches blog.example.com. Yeah, so I don't know why this isn't highlighting now. I must have done something, but it does match this one. Oh, I forgot the flag. That's why. Okay. So actually, I don't think my code is broken. I think I just got the flag here. But even if I forget the flag, it's still matching both. And that's why it's letting me go on. Okay. So yeah, if I do this and do this, it does match both. But let me go back. And, oh yeah, and the sidebar is not updating even if it moves to the next challenge. So let's say I just match this. Incorrect answer. So let me do this, or wait. No, actually I think I can do an optional S and then an optional www dot right? Or no? Or is it at the beginning? No. Do I have to escape this and do a question mark? No, that's all invalid. Okay, whatever. So I'll do this and then it doesn't come back with an error or do anything. So I wonder why. Okay. So it says matched is null. Okay. So if matched is null, there will be no, obviously, be no 0. And yeah, I can console.log it. So match needs to not be null, and match 0 needs to not equal string. Or should this be an or? Oh, hey again, Mohammed. Matched. Okay. So basically if matched, so let's say matched is null. I mean, then we want to return this too. So if matched is null or, but I want, with or like this, does it still run the second one? So if not matched. So basically if matched is null, return it, or if matched equals string. No. You said the and looks good? Like that? I think it has to be an or, because if it's null, then this will never evaluate to true with and. Because if it's null, there will obviously be no matched 0. So, but I'm not sure if or will still move on to evaluate this if this is already evaluated as true. It shouldn't. It seems like it shouldn't, because you already have something as true, so you don't need this. But let's see. Let me run the same example. What did I have here? Oh yeah, I had okay. So it seemed like that worked. Yeah, I can console unmatched and just see what it is. Yeah, it didn't match either one of these, basically. You only need A or B. Yeah, because it's not a valid match. If matched doesn't equal anything, I mean, if this is coming back as null, then obviously it didn't match. the regex didn't match up to the string, so I want that to come back as not matched. And otherwise, if there is something, like if matched is not null, then I want this to run. So if match 0 equals string. I'm just trying to think, because the regex is, or no, the to match is an array, and I need to match both with the same regex. Yeah, so that should work. Okay, so where's my, now I just need to fix that bug. Where's my pre-written regex? Here it is. So I need to fix the bug where if it's not global, so if it's not global, it shouldn't match more than one thing, basically. So I wonder if I should just do like a very basic check that if toMatched, if toMatch is longer, the length of toMatch is longer than 1, and the user doesn't have a global flag, then just kick them out of this function automatically. Send them to else. I wonder if I should do that. Is there any use case where that wouldn't work? Oh, let me get rid of this. Just declare it outside of the function. You mean here? Just checking. And also this is way too long. I need to fix this. I think I'm going to use mapping again. I'm going to move it back to mapping. I just don't like this dot store dot this dot that. So let's see. If well, JavaScript has block scoping now too. I don't know if anything works perfectly in JavaScript, but now that we have let and oh yeah, these are block scopes. So if I put these inside a block, I'm going to have to wrap the whole thing in this. So I'll have access to the block scope variables. Oh yeah, then that destroys what I'm trying to do. So I could declare the variables outside of the scope. So let me see. Basically, I want to see that if the length is greater than 1, I'm going to have to put this into its own variable. So if, let me do a ternary const to match this dot store. Yeah, I could pull it out. Maybe that would be easier. Let's see, current index regex. So I could do equals. So now I have toMatch here, so I can get rid of this too. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Yeah, unmatched is the only one I need. So, oops. So then I would just take this and do let unmatched and set it equal to an array, an empty array, and then it won't be an empty array anymore if something is actually unmatched. Okay, so then I can leave this the way it is. But if so let me do let check global. So if I do a ternary here, so toMatch.length, if toMatch.length is greater than 1, meaning if there's more than one thing in this array, like this one, and then the user and the user, oh yeah, this dot user flags. So if the user didn't enter any flags, so if this is greater than 1 and the user didn't enter any flags, then what is it? Oh, it's a question mark first. Then what do I want to do? Then I'm going to have to say yeah, check global. So I'm going to have to put this as like valid global. So if the length is greater than 1 and they didn't use any flags, then I'm going to say false, otherwise true. And this seems like it will quasi work. As long as yeah, it will still work for this challenge too, because I was thinking it wouldn't work for, where is it? Oh, plate. But I want to match the same word twice, so this is actually only one word. Oh, but I still need the global flag, but that's fine. I'm going to have to come to this challenge later. So for right now, let me just check valid global and see if that works. So where's my regex? Let me do this. Nope, it still goes on. All right, let me try refreshing. Match subdomains. Nope. Okay, that didn't work at all. Yeah, I could do that. That would be easier since it's just a true false. Oops. So I think this is already a Boolean expression. Oh, you're saying because false came before true. So I could just, yeah, I could do this. So that's a good idea. So that's the same thing. And then, yeah. Okay, so now I have to figure out why this doesn't work. Let me just log out. Valid global. All right. And if valid global. Oh, and because unmatched never gets length because valid global was false. That's why it works. Okay. So I guess toMatch.length. We already know this is greater than 1. So, okay. So what I need to be doing here, because this is valid because in JavaScript an empty string is truthy. So then this comes out to false. Okay, so this evaluates to false. I think that's what it is. Let me see first. So, because I know what user flags is. I probably need to inspect this because there's so many variables that I want to see. So let me go back to subdomains. Oh. Let me just enter. Okay, so that does evaluate to false. So I guess an empty string is false. Okay, so that's what I expected. So oh, no, wait. So this comes out to being true. User.flags. I need to check the length actually here. So instead of that, I need to check that the length just basically I need to check that it's greater than 0. So if it's greater than 1 and there's no length, I think that will work. Is that right? Let me see. True. Let me go back to this challenge. Oh, that's the same thing. Yeah. Okay. I think I need to take a step back and I'm checking if you console.log the variable as an object. Oh, cool. I didn't know about that. So I could just change it into an object. Let me try that actually. So, .log. So if I put this as an object, instead of checking if there are any unmatched, check how many are matched. So I do check how many are matched, but the problem with this was that I need to check if they're using a global flag, basically. Because even if I'm only matching 1, if the other one just kind of happens to match, then it's going to pass. Do you know what I mean? Wait, let me check this real quick. So if I do... So I guess maybe if it's .log. Yeah. I guess maybe this is just a Boolean, so it's not that interesting anyway. So wait, I need something different. So yeah, because this, so let me go back to this challenge. Oh, I completed it. let me go back to this challenge. So the problem here is that if I do this, I have valid regex that actually matches this too, but because I'm not using the if I'm using the global flag, it'll match both. If I'm not using the global flag, but I run this loop, it's still going to match both. So that's what I need a solution for, kind of. So I was thinking, you know, to make some kind of variable. If the yeah, so I could check if they're using a global flag. But well, is there any case when they would match multiple items and not use a global flag? And I don't think so. So I think what you're saying will work. Let's go back. So set requirements. That's true. I was thinking about that because like here, not here, here. So here I'm telling people to do A to Z. And actually they're going to have to do a plus sign. I didn't add that. I'm telling them to do that, but they could just type in the word toast. So I should probably be searching or requiring them to do something. Like you said, an easy requirement would be to, if they have, so if a challenge says needs flags, I should require them to use flags. I guess that would be an easy thing to do. So let me pull that out. Needs flags. Yeah, needs flags. So I could just say if needs flags. No. If it doesn't need flags, or if it needs flags and I'm going to wrap this. Or if it needs flags and right now I have nothing to say which flag in here, like which flag it would need, such as G or something. So then I could check this .user flags. I just want to check in the console real quick. So if it's this dot user flags, no, of course I don't have that in the console. So I think I can do this, right? Okay, so an empty string is a falsy value. Just clearing that up. Okay. So yeah, so this would be false. Okay, so let's go through the scenario. If they're in a challenge that doesn't need flags, this will evaluate to true and it will proceed. If they're in a challenge that does need flags, then this will evaluate to false, so it will go to this. So if it needs flags and actually I don't even need this part because I think that's redundant. So if it does need flags, then it automatically goes to this or, and then it will just say this.userFlags. So if that's false, then, I'll show them the snack bar. So the thing is, though, I don't know which user flag. So unless I say here, which user flag, I mean, I could change this from a Boolean to say like which user flag it needs. I think I'm going to have to do that. Like I could say this and then put a G here. And then everything else could be an empty string. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So, but if there are more than one to match, yeah, I definitely need the G flag. But right now, like this would evaluate to true even if I had a different flag, like an I or something. Object.key. So why would I need to loop through the object here? Maybe it should be an array then. You mean flag should be an array? Or like which flags I need? Because I mean the true false just definitely isn't going to work. So yeah, I could make this into an array. Let me, needs flags is true. Oh wait, so this would be flags and then change it to an array of flags. Like, no, I don't think so. I think I'll just use a string. You have an array of objects with key value pairs. So are you talking about these objects? Or wait 1 second, let me, so flags, it will be flags now. And then, oh, because needs flags is false. What am I doing? Yeah, so that will work. Okay, and then here I need this. So okay, and then so this dot user flags. So I'm going to wrap this again, and then I'll do what you said earlier, and this dot user flags dot sum. And then, oh, this is only flags now. So flags. And then it would be flags, right? Maybe? Okay. I'm just not sure where you're saying to do object.keys. Because I don't think I need to map through an object here, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. So, oh yeah, I can get rid of that. So, okay. I feel like every time I try to do like knots, ors, all this stuff, it takes me a while just to get it right. So if the user has flags and the user is using the right flags, then do this basically. Or if this will run if the challenge doesn't require flags. Let me see if that works. No, needs flags. Oh, I'm still using needs flags somewhere. Oh yeah, everywhere actually. So let me needs disabled. Okay, so that should still be appropriately disabled. Let's see. Okay, let me try that. So challenge is working. Yeah. Yeah, whoever brought up that I need to check if they're actually doing the right thing, I probably do need to do that at some point. It's much easier in CSS Sushi because there's only so many ways you can reference a component. Regex, I can always use, I guess, the cheat codes. But then if someone wants to cheat themselves, you know, should I care? I don't know. So here, okay. And now let me, no, that wasn't supposed to happen. All right. So I need to figure out what's going on in here. So I want to debug this if statement. Actually, it will never hit the debugger depending on what these things are. So flags, I want to make sure. So I'm getting flags here. So maybe I'll debug whatever's here first. And let me see. So yeah, I think I should do that. So I have the confirmation screen at the end with all the challenges, but I think what you're saying is to add like a snack bar, that was it. Like one of these things that pops up, just like I have the red one in the corner. I could do that because right now I only have negative feedback. So if you get it wrong, you know about it. But if you get it right, nothing happens. Well, you move on to the next challenge. Yeah, so flags is right. Of course, unmatched. Current index. Okay. So this will be false. And then, so it will go to this dot user flags is, of course, it's empty. So this will be false. Right, so unmatched dot length. If not unmatched dot length. And since it's 0, so actually I need to set something as true false in here. I think I do need another boolean, so I need to do, no, let valid equal false. And if it makes it into this if statement, I can set valid as true. So I can say if valid and unmatched dot length. Let me try that. Let me get rid of the debugger. Okay. Well, thanks for your help, Ben. Have a good day. Yeah, this is a slow process of trial and error. Yay, incorrect. Let's see now. Is it still incorrect? What's going on? Oh, sum is not a function. Well, it was more correct than last time. Yep, bye. It was... Okay, so sum... The sum is a... Is sum a string method? Oh, yeah, it's an array. I thought it was a string too. No, it's not. So I could do contains, right? So is it contains? Oh, that's not spelled right. That's not spelled right either. All right. Where's MDN? Includes. There we go. Yeah, so I can say includes. That should work. Dot includes flags. Okay, so incorrect. And now waiting for this thing to go. Sweet, that worked. Hey, Muhammad. I think you're the second Muhammad in the chat, right? Maybe. There's been so many messages. Oh, I didn't even realize we have we had a Tony Stark and a Spider-Man in here. That's cool. And then this one, incorrect. That's good. So it still should be incorrect because I need to have the global flag here. Okay, so I think that works pretty well for now. And now the congratulations. One easy thing I could do, whoever suggested it, I could give some positive feedback in between challenges. And then also do some things like erase this if I navigate between challenges maybe. Let me do the positive feedback. So if I go to the next challenge here, so right now the snack bar is only a negative snack bar. So I could have a positive snack bar, or I could pass in things. Like add a nice transition where it kind of swipes in and out. That would be nice too, actually. I'm going to write that down for next time because I don't think I have time to do that. Add a transition in between challenges. Yeah, CSS Sushi does this really nice swiping thing in between challenges. Here I'm going to add a snack bar real quick. So what would I need to change? I want, these things are all the same. This is all the same. So I could make this snack color, and this could be snack message. So I could add snack color here and make it automatically error, and then snack message here, and then I can just overwrite it here. Or I guess I would have to do it every time anyways. So snack color is error, and then this dot snack message is that. And then I would have to do the same thing here. Since this component isn't unmounted, I don't feel weird about doing it after the dispatch. But I should do it before, so I could do it here. Or I guess it's part of this stuff. So this would be success, and then this would be, I don't know, great job, challenge completed. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that's incorrect. And now this is telling me to match. Oh, you know, I don't have the challenge name up here. This is just the full text. I want the challenge name somewhere. So I guess I could just put it above in like an H1. Maybe here. H1, and then I'll do this dot name. Oops. H1. Okay. Match words in text. Yeah, that makes more sense. Match word in text. So this is maple. Awesome. And I get my snack bar. Yeah. V transition component. Yeah. I don't know too much about the Vuetify transitions. I know Vue is awesome for transitions and stuff, but I'll look at the Vuetify one. Objects. No, I really don't like it when objects get too deep. I don't know why. It's just an aversion I have. Especially in JavaScript, because you never know what's going to be null and where there's going to be a null. So yeah, it's probably from working in JavaScript for so long. Oh, I've seen, I'm not sure what you're saying I've seen. But yeah, this is, I have to hop off the stream now. It's been almost an hour and 30 minutes. Every time it just goes by so fast. Yeah, next stream I'm gonna add the transition. I'll add a few more challenges. I have a whole list of new challenges that I need to add here. And then there's a few other things I need to fix in between streams here. Yeah, and if anyone wants to raise an issue or comment or add something to this, then feel free to do so. Until next time. Oh, and I will post later today about when my next stream is. I'm guessing it's going to be, or I know that it's going to be during the daytime, either probably on Tuesday. So last week I was doing 1 p.m.s and those worked well. So I'll do a couple more streams this week. Next one is going to be on Tuesday, and I'll post what time it's going to be at. Yeah, have a great day. Bye, everyone. Thanks for your help.